now give the floor to the representative of the Russian Federation.
Thank you, Madam President. We are grateful to Martin Griffiths for his report on the situation in Yemen and the steps he's taking to renew the negotiation process. We thank Mark Lowcock for his views on the humanitarian situation in the country and the chair of the Sanctions Committee, Rhonda King, for her report on the activities of that auxiliary body. We confirm our unchanged support for the efforts of the Special Envoy. We note the need for these actions on the background of the latest cycle of confrontation in the country. We're concerned by the escalation in Marib province and in other parts of Yemen. We condemn the intensification of attacks on Saudi Arabian territory, in particular on the airport in Abha. We encourage all interested parties to quickly cease fire and to move towards a negotiation process under the UN's aegis. The ceasing of military activity should be accompanied by a range of measures to build trust in political, military and civilian areas, which would help us to ease the severe humanitarian situation for the population. We think it's also important to continue the fight against terrorists. They are using this drawn-out conflict in the interests of strengthening their position in Yemen and beyond. We welcome the efforts of Martin Griffiths to create a constructive atmosphere around the Yemeni political settlement and building trust at regional level. In our contacts with regional and Yemeni parties, we will also be focusing on finding compromises. We welcome the decision of the administration of the United States to review the decision on Ansar Allah and removing it from the list of foreign terrorist organizations. An important step in the practical implementation of the Riyadh Agreement of the 5th of November 2019 on the normalization of the situation in the Yemeni south was the creation on the 18th of December 2020 of a new coalition government, where a significant number of ministerial portfolios for the first time will be held by representatives of the south of the country. We hope that the implementation of these agreements will help to increase the level of public safety and will allow us to focus on solving acute socioeconomic and humanitarian problems in this part of Yemen. We also advocate practical implementation of the provisions of the Riyadh document concerning the launch of negotiations with the United Delegation headed by our United Delegation of Yemeni officials and the Southern Transitional Council headed by the Ansar Allah movement on the subject of the future political arrangements for the country. We support the efforts of the UN mission to revive the Stockholm Agreement, which will also help to achieve a comprehensive settlement. Madam President, the massive humanitarian problems in Yemen require an urgent solution. This concerns stopping famine, various illnesses, including coronavirus. We therefore call on donors, including those from the region, to increase the necessary financial support to UN programs to provide basic assistance, including providing food security for the population, access to clean water, and medical services. The humanitarian assistance to Yemen should be provided without discrimination to all of the population. We caution against unilateral steps, or one-sided steps rather, either within or outside Yemen, which could make humanitarian work more difficult. We're convinced that with UN mediation, we can also solve the problem of the Safir tanker. We'd like to stress that establishing a political settlement in Yemen would be an important step to de-escalating the situation in the whole sub-region. We encourage colleagues to work together to this end, including on the basis of Security Council Resolution 598 and the Russian draft concept on collective security. Thank you.
I thank the representative of the Russian Federation for his statement.